Welcome back into another episode of Hefe's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into today's episode. I'm doing the Raw review episode. Raw kicked off with Jey Uso in the crowded area, making his way down to the ring. Um, Again, the crowd hot behind Jey Uso. This is leading to the one-on-one match to kick off Raw with him and Grayson Waller. Um, Grayson Waller and Jay would put on one hell of a match. However, Jay would pick up the win. After the match, Jay would be attacked by Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Jay would eventually get the better of these two, but then get put in a sleeper uh, hold by Gunther yet again. So Gunther continues to attack Jay from behind. After all this, we get a video package of Rollins and Punk's feud leading to tonight's main event, which is a steel cage match between these two. Backstage, Jay's in the trainer's room, and we see Otis and company telling Jay that they pretty much have his back with the whole situation with Grayson, Waller, Austin Theory, and Gunther. So it looks like Jay's got some backup. They possibly will have a six-man tag maybe down the road before WrestleMania. We'll see what happens between all those guys. But back to the ring, Logan Paul's music hits and he makes his way down to the ring. Logan Paul's cutting a promo and he's getting some Dom heat. The fans are booing him crazy. He eventually points out Andrew Schultz, an actor that's in the ring, and they give him a mic. They go back and forth on a promo. And Andrew's pretty much telling the crowd that they're not here to see Logan, they're here for the main event. Um, Paul, of course, gets upset and drags him from behind the barricade. This would eventually lead to AJ Styles' music hitting, making his way down to the ring and getting the better of Logan Paul. Logan Paul would start walking up towards the ramp, and AJ Styles would pretty much make fun of him, saying, I thought you didn't run from your opportunities and stuff like that. And then AJ Styles' music would hit. Um, After this, we would get the New Day and the LWO match. This match was a good back and forth match. That of course, if you guys didn't remember, Chad Gable is still heavily feuding with these guys as well. So we get a masked guy in a American-made outfit that pretty much everybody at this point pretty much believes is Chad Gable. That would lead to a New Day victory here. And then backstage, we have a segment with Finn Balor talking to Carlito. Carlito pretty much looks like he's paying him no mind. Liv, Dom, and Raquel eventually show up. Um, Liv is pretty much doing most of the talking here, where she tells Finn what's going on tonight about Raquel and Bailey in a number one contenders match, and then Dom would take over and tell Finn that all he has to do is go talk to Adam Pearce, and he will get his Intercontinental match with Braun Breaker. Back to the ring area, Cody Rhodes would make his way down to the ring, and he make cuts a great promo on John Cena and leading up into WrestleMania, and also lets the crowd know and everybody know that next week John Cena will be in the house. So make sure you guys get tune in for next Monday night as John Cena is slated to be in the house. However, we are back to some action for the number one contenders match after this promo with Bailey and Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez would end up picking up the victory here, and she is the new number one contender for Lyra Valkyria's Women's Intercontinental Championship. Backstage, we have a segment where we have Chad Gable talking, and he's pretty much being asked about the whole situation earlier in the night. Chad's pretty much denying the allegations, and then in the backstage behind him, we see a man in the same mask being taken out by security. So in my opinion, I believe that Chad obviously had somebody do that for him, and he was behind the mask. Or another possibility is he could have somebody else joining a stable with him. We'll just have to tune in to find out what Hunter's got cooking up for us there. Back to the ring, Michael Cole is set to do an interview with Io Sky. He eventually brings out Bianca Belair. That eventually triggers Rhea to come out, and we have Bianca Belair and Rhea locking each other's eyes down in the ring. That eventually leads to Io slapping both of these women and demanding respect before this segment would end. And now we are very much tuned into the main event, our steel cage match with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Seth would make his way down to the ring first, followed by CM Punk. As Punk would enter the cage, Rollins would um, quickly attack him, beginning our main event. Great back and forth action between these guys, an excellent steel cage match, great work between these two guys that pretty much ended with Roman Reigns dragging Seth out of the cage for Seth Rollins to pick up the victory and end CM Punk's undefeated streak at Madison Square Garden. He was 4-0 before this match, now 4-1. So Seth won this match. However, he was brutally attacked by Roman Reigns after picking up the victory. So Roman Reigns would attack him. Security would break that up. We would then pan to see Paul Heyman in the ring with CM Punk trying to coddle him pretty much. Roman would obviously get upset about this, get into the ring and attack CM Punk, lay him out in the middle of the ring, and Raw would end. So Roman Reigns looks like he's back into the fold here, and we are geared for a triple threat match at WrestleMania between these guys, possibly. So we shall see what happens. Raw next week is starting real early, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Uh, I will, uh, I will most likely hit y'all with the results episode shortly after Raw next week, seeing as it is early. Um, so hopefully you guys are able to watch all of that. But make sure y'all hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see y'all for SmackDown later this week. Just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.